With Halloween right around the corner, the Riverbanks Zoo and Garden is gearing up for some fun, spooky events. Here to tell us all about it is our good friend Susan O'Kane. She is the public relations manager for the zoo. Now, before we get to this little guy, we want to talk about something very serious. You all have been through just a whole heck of a lot the last couple of weeks with the historic flood in Columbia. Can you tell me how the zoo reacted to the flood and how it affected you guys?
You know, a lot of devastation around our area. The zoo, Riverbanks Zoo and Garden as a whole, we fared tremendously well. And the situation could have been a lot worse for us, being that we are on the banks of the lower Saluda River. As they were releasing water from Lake Murray into the Saluda, the river started rising. We did have some water come behind on our perimeter road behind some of the exhibits, but we were fortunate that none of that water reached the exhibits. So we fared very well. All of our animals remained safe. Good. We had around-the-clock care for them. All of the essential crews were on hand, from zookeepers to our maintenance staff, making sure that everything at the zoo and garden was going to be okay.
Amazing. Well, we're glad everyone is doing fine and none of the animals were hurt. Hey, speaking of animals, I know this isn't an animal. It's a cockroach, but it's not an ordinary cockroach.
Well, now let's be fair.
Okay.
It's a Madagascar hissing cockroach. And as we were just talking, I don't know if you heard the hissing.
I did, yeah.
And it's doing it a little bit right now. It's because it's startled. And they typically use this as a defense mechanism. When they are scared, startled, they're going to hiss. And it's basically air that they're expelling through very, very tiny openings along their side, along their abdomen. So it's not hissing, it's just they're expelling air.
How many of these cockroaches do you have at the zoo?
We have dozens at the zoo, and our visitors can, you can really hear the sounds now. Our visitors can see them on display daily in our aquarium reptile complex. We also use several of these animals. They're our education ambassadors, and we'll use them with a lot of our family programs or just out in the park with one of our volunteers or our camp programs. We're doing a great event coming up on Friday night. It's a family-on safari that coincides with Boo at the Zoo. Yeah. You're going to learn about nocturnal creatures such as the Madagascar hissing cockroach. You'll also be able to take part in Boo at the Zoo activities, and Boo at the Zoo does kick off this Friday. Okay, so you lead me right into Boo at the Zoo, and I mean, we have video right now to show. There you go, right? Walk me through some of this video. This is from last year, This is from last year, that is correct. So we have a lot going on each year. 6 to 9 starts October 16th, which is tomorrow, runs through the 30th. Trick-or-treating stations set up throughout, see those happy kids there? Yeah. Trick-or-treat stations set up throughout the park. Ray's Magic Show, which you're seeing right now, Moonlight Magic, face painting, all sorts of things happening. Frankenstein's Foam Zone. So a lot happening in the park. It's great fun every year.
Parents dress up too?
The parents are more than welcome to dress up. We do reserve our trick-or-treating for kids 12 and under, but come on out, have fun, don your best costume. We look forward to seeing you.
I'm curious, where does this rank in terms of the events that you guys put on, in terms of popularity at the zoo? You know, we see about 30,000 with this event alone. It is one of our most popular family events that we have. You know, we have this one and Lights Before Christmas. Those are our two most popular family events. Of course, we have our other events throughout the year, our adult-oriented events that are also very popular. But yeah, we see about 30,000 plus at this event every year. That's an incredible number. Hey, before we go, I'm going to take my mic off, okay? I want you guys need to hear this cockroach hissing. Don't get stage fright.
You're right, yeah.
One more time. There we go. See? The hissing cockroach.
The hissing cockroach.
It makes sense.
Yes.
Mary, aren't you glad you didn't do this interview, huh? Let's send it over to you.